So, all right, so we'll move on to the next guy. That was a little short but sweet. Our next tight end is Josh Whyle, Cincinnati, 6'6" and 5/8", 248 pounds, 9.5-inch hands. He ran a 4.69 and a 1.61 10-yard split. 115-inch broad jump. That's all the combine numbers I have.
I have a 33.5-inch vertical.
Okay, look at you coming out.
You've been missing us.
I don't know what's going on with these verticals. Maybe
He's 24 too.
Yeah, he's old. He'll be 24 when the season starts on 9/8, so September 8th. And in 12 games last year, 32 receptions, 326 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
He refused to play in the Fenway Bowl.
Did he really?
He had to prepare for the draft.
Got to prepare, man. You only go through this once.
Yeah, sorry, Bearcats. Watching Wiley's tape, he high points the ball really well. He has really, really good hands, like really good hands. He only had 6 drops in 5 years. That's right. He played 5 years in a ball, but he only had 6 drops. So it shows you how good his hands are. He's very reliable when it comes to catching the football. He line out wide sometimes. So he tracked the ball well at times too. I thought that was pretty impressive. He has the potential to be a starter at the NFL level. Like he has that kind of capability. I mean, again, he's a little tight-hipped, but you see a lot of tight ends are tight-hipped. That's why they're tight ends.
Right.
So he changes direction poorly. He's not really good with the ball in his hands. Like his runs or catches isn't overly great. Another wide receiver for being really big, not good at contested catches very much. Contact kind of bothered him. His routes are kind of meh.
So this is another one of these guys that I think is going to be a volume guy. If you know what I mean. Like he's an okay athlete, but I feel like his hands are good. They're not great. I don't think he's ever going to make spectacular one-handed grabs like I saw Darnell Washington do. You know what I mean? So he's a good athlete. He's not a great athlete. He's pretty good at blocking. So he's an all-around guy that I think it's an NFL team will like. I'm not sure they're going to like him enough to day one throw him out there, but he's
like Harrison Bryant.
Yeah, I could see that. Yep. Like he could be a complimentary tight end, somebody that teases you a little bit, shows you a couple of things, but maybe who knows? So like
sounds like Harrison Bryant.
Yeah, he's had 300 yards every single season. This guy, you know what I mean? Like, I mean
that doesn't get your nipples hard.
No, he could go to the NFL and have 400 yards. Woo, you know what I mean? Like, all right, shoot,
400 yards. Yeah, that's cuttable. That's not even roster. Like those are the guys you cut, and you hope somebody else picks them up and starts them versus you.
But at the same time, those are the guys that sometimes just come out of nowhere and have like an 800-yard season, and you know what I mean? Like
it was weird watching because I wrote like my last note was like, I see the potential here. Yeah, he could be a starter in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's how I came away with him. I mean, there's a lot of meh here, but like watching him, like I could see a path.
And then I even wrote in my notes, I was like, he's a pretty good athlete. He's a good blocker. That could be more involved in the passing game at the next level that he was in the college ranks.
He gets the ball. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't drop the ball. He high point the ball. Like it's just about can he get open?
Right.
That's the question.
And I also wrote, I don't think that he's a true difference maker, which I don't.
I don't either.
I think he's a guy. So I think he's a guy that could end up being a streaming tight end.
He's the kind of guy that I would draft in like the 5th or 6th round in my rookie draft. This is a guy.
This is a guy.
That's not off my board. But, if the world was flat, you'd be looking at an abyss.
If the world was flat.
If. Sorry, Kyrie.
If. All right, so moving on.
Can you imagine somebody really arguing that the world's flat?
Listen, I purposely do not engage in those kind of conversations because there's no sense in talking to those people.
That's true. And if you're listening, don't write me. All right.
It's fine. I'm not going to, I won't, if you write to me, I won't care. You can write to me.
I won't respond.
I just won't respond because I won't engage in that because I can't make sense of the senseless.